Hello everyone, welcome back to mathematics class. For today, the learning objective is to know, how to make the stem and leaf diagrams, and then to make the two-way graph in your daily life. The first one is about a stem and leaf diagram. So this one is kind of special type of table that allows you to organize and display group data using the actual data values. Now, for example, in here we have some data, for example, and then the data consists of numbers. The numbers is in the tens place. So you will be broke the data into two parts. The first one is the stem and the second one is a leaf. So the final digit in each value is the leaf and the previous digit are the stem. For example, in here we have 13, so 1 as the stem, 3 as the leaf. In this case, the tens digit is the stem and the units digit is the leaf. A larger data value such as 259 would be shown as we can write the 25 or 250 as the stem, and then the last digit will be as the leaf. So to be useful, a stem and leaf diagram should have at least 5 stems. If the number of stems is less than that, you can split the leaves into 2 or sometimes even 5 classes. If you do this, each stem is listed twice and the leaves are grouped into a lower and higher class. For example, in here the data is tens and the leaf are units. You would make 2 classes like this. For example, you have 10, the data is 10, 13, 14, 12, 11, 15, 19, 18, 17, 15, and 16. All of the numbers are tens. And then the value from 10 until 14 you make into the first stem, the other one you make into the second stem and leaf. Okay, now stem and leaf diagrams are easier to work with if the leaves are ordered from the smallest to the greatest. For this example, it's not written in order. For example, this is 0, 3, 4, 2, 1. So you have to make it into the right order. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it should be like that. Look at the work example. In this data set shows the age of customers using an internet cafe. Look at the data. So it's the smallest one is 17, and then the greatest one is 55, I think. So we can draw a stem and leaf diagram to display this data. So the stem is the tens digit and the leaf is the units digit for each stem. So we have the 17, then 18, then 19. So 8, 9, 7, 3, 5, 8, 9, 0, 5, and then so on. So we can group the digit in the 10 interval, 10 until 19, 20 until 29, and so on. So we have 5 classes. Then don't forget to write it in order because 8, 9, and 7 it's not in order form. So we have to write from the smallest digit. 7, 8, 9, 0, 3, 5, 5, 8, 9, and so on. It's easy, right? Okay. So if you want to compare between two brands, for example, in here, you can find or you can put the stem in the center, and then brand X leaf in the left side, and then brand Y leaf in the right side. So you can compare between two different brands. Then you may see that the brand Y has the biggest number rather than the brand X. Okay. Now let's look at the next kind of table. The first one is two-way tables. A two-way table shows the frequency of certain results for two or more sets of data. If you have two or more categories in the data, for example, you are going to compare between a man and woman, and then between them wearing a seat belt or not wearing a seat belt. So you have two categories. The first one is the gender, and then the second one is about wearing seat belt or not. Okay, so we have two categories. First categories, second categories, you can make into two-way tables. Okay. From the table, you can use to find how many men were wearing seat belts. Men wearing seat belt. So there are 10 men. Okay, how many women were wearing seat belts? Women wearing seat belts? 6. Okay. And then how many men were not wearing seat belts? Not wearing seat belts? 4. Then women with not wearing seat belts? 3. So you can also add the total across and down to work out. Okay, we can use the table as well to find the total number of each categories. For example, how many men were surveyed? So the number of men is the horizontal one, 10 plus 4 equals to 14. And then how many women were surveyed? So 6 plus 3. How many people were wearing seatbelt? So we look at the people wearing seatbelt, 10 and 6. So the total is here 16. Wearing seatbelt is 7. Okay. Now in these categories, you may find more than 2 categories. For example, in here we have male, female, and then never use it sometimes, use it every day. So it will be 6 tables, right? 6 squares. For example, in here 35, 18, 52. So we have 6 data. Okay. Then in your daily life, you may find two-way tables. For example, the number of COVID-19 cases in the world, and then active case. For example, this one is the people who has recovered from the case, and then the last one is the number of dead people because of COVID-19. Now in here, the two-way tables in everyday life. Here the example is the population data for 2008 and estimated figures for 2025 and 2050. So we can make the comparison from the 2008 till 2050. This one is the region world, the whole population in the world: Africa, North America, Latin America and the Caribbean, Asia, Europe and Oceania. Then the population in 2008, projected population in 2005. So this one is the projected population. Then projected population in 2050. So the number is increasing, right? Then based on the table, you may answer some questions. For example, what was the total population in the world in 2008? In 2008, in the world, there were 6,705,000,000 people, right, in the world. By how much is the population of the world expected by grow by 2025? Okay, so we are going to look at the world bar. Okay, then what percentage of the world's population live in Asia? So you can look at the Asia 2018 and so on. Okay, now it's time is up. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to do all the assignment on the LMS I have given to you. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.